Hey, what's up guys? I wanted to dedicate today's video to looking into if we can make some money selling digital portraits on Etsy, and I'm going to show you a way that we can all have them created for us using AI pretty quick, pretty easy. It's something I wanted you to be aware of, so let's get right to it. All right, so guys, for most people, the barrier to entry of selling custom digital portraits on a place like Etsy is going to be, how do we produce the actual output? Like, how do we produce a quality image? And I wanted to remind you guys that Creative Fabrica has this relatively new tool that they call Spark. Okay, Spark creates AI generated images on demand. And I wanted to just show you that, I don't know if it's coincidence or what, but there is a whole bunch of these like custom dog portraits where you can include like the breed, you can say things like the style of the graphic, you can say wearing a Santa hat, and it'll output these images for you, and a lot of them are really actually impressive. Now, is it going to be perfect? Like, does this mean you can go to Etsy and say, hey, send me your photo and I'll convert it into a digital picture for you, a digital portrait, right? I don't think it necessarily means that, right? I don't think it's, I think it's kind of limited in what it can do. But that being said, like, these limitations aren't that huge. You can continue to use the tool over and over again until you get an output that you like. I did want to mention that there is a app called Cartoonize that I have plugged in the past because I've been using it for years. And this would be another method that you could use to create these custom digital portraits. And again, you can sell them as digital downloads. When you say portrait, which by the way, I mean, if you go to Etsy and you type in like custom portrait, digital portrait, etc., there's plenty of these. The vast majority, especially if you include the keyword digital, are going to be sent as digital downloads. So when you see them looking like they're already finished products that will show up at your door, that doesn't necessarily mean that that's how you're going to deliver them to the customer, okay? Because I know the digital aspect, or the aspect of selling digital products on Etsy, is something that a lot of people are attracted to because it's a low barrier of entry, because you don't really have to front the money. I know for some people, they don't even want to do print on demand because they don't want to they don't want to pay a production partner to produce the product and ship it to the customer, even though you've already locked in your profits. And I mean, I kind of get it. I've seen it often enough that I know that there's a handful of people out there that are like that. So digital may be something they're into, but you know, you might have to fork up a little bit of money for something like Creative Fabrica Spark, okay, which I believe is just included with your subscription to Creative Fabrica, which, if you guys weren't aware, I know a ton of you guys signed up, but right now it's like 83% off as a part of their Black Friday Cyber Monday deal. So you can lock that in. And then they also just emailed me today and said that they're selling credits that they call speed credits for their Spark tool. And what this does is essentially, if you use the Spark tool, your request for the AI generated images goes into a queue and it'll eventually get processed. If you use the speed credits, it will jump you to the front of the queue. So it's going to be nearly instantaneous. So you're getting these on demand, guys. And I mean, let's just scroll through these for a second and check out the quality of some of these graphics. They really are impressive. I mean, you could do quite a bit with this. I mean, and again, like when you say like you can sell custom digital portraits, you can keep using the Spark tool until you get an output that your customer is essentially what your customer wants. I mean, it kind of is open-ended, right? On Etsy, you can talk to the customer, you can do buyer-seller messaging. You don't have to do that. The bigger your shop gets, the less you're going to probably want to do that. But if you're just getting started, offering customizations is a great way of gaining an edge over your competition. So it's something you should consider. And I mean, just look at the quality of the outputs here in Creative Fabrica. Now, they are working on ways to enhance the resolution of these images, because right now they are not huge. I believe it's around like between 500 to 600 pixels, you know, in width roughly. So use your imagination for the height. If it's 500 pixels wide and it's a tall image, maybe the height is like 800 pixels. I did also want to tell you guys that there is this Topaz AI that specializes in enhancing the quality of low resolution photos. So if you have a low resolution photo that you need to blow up, Topaz AI can make it crisp. All right, so there's these AI tools are getting absolutely crazy. You can use them on things like mountain ranges here. It's absolutely crazy, guys. This animal right here, is it going to let me preview that? Yeah, look at that. So low quality, high quality. I hope this translates in the video. I also wanted to mention that I've used Cartoonize in the past for the exact same purpose. I don't know what it is with the Cartoonize app because it doesn't claim to have any AI that makes it sharper resolution. But for whatever reason, when I've run it through the Cartoonize tool, it's smoothed out low resolution and allowed me to blow up images and make them look like they should be at that higher resolution when their native resolution may have been, a fourth of the size. So I'll link to these in the description in case you guys want to check them out. But what I really want to tell you guys is that number one, the Creative Fabrica deal is a great deal. One of the best values this Black Friday, Cyber Monday for print-on-demand sellers. The Spark tool is just one of a few different tools that I really like that they have. The other one, I'll do a quick shout out. I'm also a big fan of Creative Fabrica's Shape Cloud Generator. So this allows you to provide a cloud of words. You can do custom text, you can change the shape, you can change the color scheme. It's completely customizable, and it's a great way of creating unique designs that can fit really any theme that you would like using Creative Fabrica. It only takes a couple seconds, if not a minute, to create these designs one after the next. And on Etsy here, I just wanted to quickly briefly shout out like Insight Factory. I love them for just a nice, easy solution for getting sales projections for any product or niche on Etsy. As you can see here, I looked up custom pet portrait digital download, and you can see some of these listings. Of course, the first one has to be ripping off Disney. I don't know why so many people rip off Disney on Etsy, but a ton of people do. Making about 3 sales a day. This one, the pet one, is doing roughly, this is 7-day sales, so 370, what is that, like, it's got to be 50 sales a day, I think, roughly, a little bit more than 50 sales a day, so they're killing it. This one right here doing probably 6 sales a day. All right, so not all these are doing sales. If it's like a new listing, guys, it's just like any other e-commerce platform. You're going to need to make sales. You're going to have customers typing in relevant keywords, clicking you, and purchasing from you. And that's going to help train the Etsy algorithm to rank you higher on these things. If you don't get overnight instant success, my recommendation would be don't give up. If you're going to give up, at least have something better to replace it. Don't just go and watch television, right? Like do something. Like not getting instant success and giving up is definitely not the right way to approach this. And ideally, we would have been grinding and really setting ourselves up to right now be benefiting from the hard work we put in all year, not just getting started right now. But hey, the best time to start is yesterday. And unless you have a time machine, then the next best time to start is right now. So I just wanted to shout this out, guys. This is clearly doing quite well on Etsy, and this is probably a trend that's going to continue to grow. We know Etsy is a popular destination for custom, both digital and physical products, and often you can bridge the gap there. You can offer a digital download from something that maybe you generated in Creative Fabrica's Spark AI tool, but you can also tie that, it might be a little bit of manual effort involved, but there could be a manual component tied to it where you also offer a physical product delivery that you could fulfill through Printful or Printify or, whatever production partner you are a fan of, guys. So that's what I really wanted to plug today. On my way out, I wanted to remind you guys that in the description, I've got my free 8-day print-on-demand mini course. You can take advantage of that. I've got my print-on-demand Facebook group. I'd love to have you there if you're not already a member. And my full print-on-demand course is 20% off for Black Friday, Cyber Monday. So that's the maximum discount. It's the best deal you are going to get on that. It's all linked in the description, guys, as well as a link to Creative Fabrica. Thanks for watching, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'll see you tomorrow with a new one.